Oh man, dealing with bitches. Realistically, I was just like, I was doing shit I shouldn't have. You know how niggas are always like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't try and, oh man, don't try and wipe these hoes, man.
And
know
you
what I'm
did
saying?
that?
Yeah. I was out here, I was fucking up, and that just put me in a bad financial situation. And yeah, I mean, I learned from it. You feel me? You live and you learn. I'm not gonna be out here and cap like, oh no, bro, like, but I never did that, blah blah blah. Like, nah, you know what I'm saying?
Did you love her?
Young bass guy, and I'm bass with the Martians, 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 Martians.
Yeah.
Boom. We're here. We're doing this. It's your boy Mars 3 times. You are now tuned in to Dash Radio. Or you're tuned into 1 a.m. radio live on the Dash Radio app. That shit's confusing sometimes. Anyways, I got a very special guest with me today, Anonymous.
Yo.
What's good,
going
brother?
on? What's going on?
How are you doing, man?
Man, I'm great. I'm chilling. I'm in LA. It's kind of cold. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's so funny about LA, bro? It's like the weather is like so unpredictable. Like I'll walk outside my house and it's like hot, so I'm like, all right, I don't need a hoodie. And then nighttime comes and I'm like, fuck, I should have fucking brought my hoodie.
Yeah, it's the Arctic outside.
It's fucked. But what's good, bro? How was your flight here? I mean, what are you doing out here? Let's talk about it.
Shit. Okay, the flight here was straight. I wish that I mean, I got the best seat, you know what I'm saying? I got the aisle seat. I always feel like that's the best seat, but
Really? I prefer the window.
I fuck with the aisle because, like, if I gotta piss, I don't gotta ask nobody to get up. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I can just get up.
You gotta pee a lot on flights?
Nah, but you know what I'm saying? I like the option, you know what I'm saying? It's one of those, like, you know, you buy a fast car even if you don't drive fast, but you know what I'm saying? If you need to use that power, you got it.
I feel it. Bro, so you just dropped this fucking project and it's fucking amazing.
Thank you so much. There is no fucking threat.
Okay, let's talk about the title.
Yeah. Okay, so last year I was kind of in a situation where I felt like I was like trapped in my life. You know, I was living in this house with these people that I didn't really want to live with. I was kind of stuck financially. Like there was even a point in time where I lost my Twitter, and like I didn't know what I was gonna do, and like I just felt like I couldn't write music. I just felt like I was trapped. You know what I'm saying? And like the project got its name because after I got my Twitter back and like I basically got out of that situation financially and physically, I felt like there was no threat. There's nothing that can stop me because it felt like the hardest year of my life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like while I was going through all this crazy shit in my life, also like all these blessings were coming into my life as well. You know what I'm saying? Like people getting more excited about my music, building up my profile, and like just starting to meet like more people popping from Florida. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, how did you end up in that situation though? Like, how'd you end up in a house that you don't want to be in?
Oh man, dealing with bitches. Realistically. I was just like, I was doing shit I shouldn't have. You know how niggas are always like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't try and, oh man, don't try and wipe these hoes, man.
And you did that?
Yeah. I was out here, I was fucking up, and that just put me in a bad financial situation. And yeah, I mean, I learned from it. You feel me? You live and you learn. I'm not gonna be out here and cap like, oh no, bro, like, but I never did that, blah blah blah. Like, nah, you know what I'm saying?
Did you love her?
Nah, I didn't love her. I think I was just in a weird state in my life. I was just in a weird position. I think I was kind of like content. I think I was doing my own thing, and something came along, and I was looking for an escape, and I found that through her, and that caused me to have like feelings that were stronger than they actually were, or felt stronger than they actually were. You know what I'm saying? And it just kind of like put me in a stupid situation.
Do you think that any of that came from like maybe your music? Like maybe your music wasn't as moving as fast as you wanted it to?
Not necessarily, because it didn't really have anything to do with my music at that point. It was just kind of like, cause I had just put out You're Meshy, you know, and that was going up, and like I was really chilling. I don't know where it really came from. I think it really came from if I had to put a place, I think it came from me kind of being by myself and doing my own thing for a long while. So once something happened where it didn't really seem like that, seemed like I got some help, I think I like jumped on it.
I got you. Yo, so this project, I mean, in my opinion, it's a lot more versatile than Urameshi. I mean, would you agree with that?
Oh yeah, of course. Urameshi was supposed to be just to like so niggas could die at the shows, you know.
Yeah. I mean, where did that come from? I mean, has this always been something that you've had in your back pocket, or is something that you found?
Oh yeah. The thing that people don't know about me is like I listen to a lot of music. I love indie music. I love rock music. I love electronic music. I love so much shit. So I think it only made sense that like I just tried to hit those pockets a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? And like I respect a lot of what goes into music. So I spent a lot of time studying like what would go into these songs. Like a lot of the songs where I am like switching on my flow, like I produced myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I wanted to talk about that too. I didn't realize that you produce music also, or is this just something that you did on this project?
It's something that I've always kind of like lightly dabbled in. Like I always had like hands-on with most of my producers when it comes to like making the beat and like getting it a specific way that I want it. But this project is where I actually was like, nah, I'm gonna get good at this shit. I'm gonna get good enough for my beats to stand next to like my favorite producers and like that I work with and be able to produce my own shit, because I feel like I can control my own sound better that way. You know?
Or no, definitely. I want to get into one of the songs. Actually, the first song on the project. It's actually one of my favorites. We're gonna get into Sundown real quick, and then we'll be right back.
Okay.
All right, so I kind of wanted to talk about that song real quick.
Mm-hmm.
At what point did you record this? Did you record this when you were like still trapped in that house, or was this like after you were like you felt like you were trapped in that house?
No, I actually recorded this during the transitional period of being in that house to where I'm at now, which is like my new apartment. Like that's where actually a lot of this music came from, because when I was in that house, I couldn't really write. Everything that I was writing was incredibly dark, and not to say that there's nothing on this project that's dark or even in that realm, but like it definitely put me in a space where I couldn't even write. I couldn't even focus. Like it was just everything I wrote just sounded like horribly depressing.
It's just really
like,
sad.
Yeah.
I mean, even on there, you say something like, I've thought about ending it and I still might. I mean, do you struggle with depression?
I did during that point. Yeah, for sure. That's why it's called, you know what I'm saying, sundown. You know what I'm saying? Because like it's nighttime at this point in my life. Like, because I feel like, you know, life goes in cycles. You know what I'm saying?
It's like a double meaning though too, right?
Yeah.
Because you also like towards the end or something. You also say like sundown, like
yeah,
like
that's why I'm so amazed when it ain't no honor code, but I ain't the same. Boy, I ain't no father. Sundown.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, ultimately the main meaning of it is really just like how I felt during this point in my life and how it felt like the nighttime. You know what I'm saying? The nighttime cycle in what I was going through.
Word. I usually start here with interviews, but I wanted to just like talk about the project real quick. But for the people that don't know, like, where are you from?
I'm from Broward County, motherfucking Florida. You dig?
And what was your experience like growing up there?
I mean, realistically, I was on the west side of Miramar most of the time, so like I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying, I was in the fucking hood and like shit was horrible, but you know what I'm saying, we didn't have money. It was my mom, me, my grandma, and my little brother, you know what I'm saying, and my mom had to take care of all of us, so we didn't have money, but we weren't broke. So really my experiences stem from just like other people, you know what I'm saying, and my like, so whereas it's not too much of the financial burden, but it was definitely the burden of like, I felt like I grew up like different than a lot of people, because like I felt like because my mom had to do so much, she also like tried to shelter me and like make it one, and it kind of developed in a way where like I was very shy and like to myself and like weird and different, you know what I'm saying? So like I definitely felt like judged, and
I feel that though. Like my mom sheltered me too. Like I wasn't really like allowed out the house till I was like 14 or 15.
Type shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Type shit. So, and even when I was out, it was like You know what I'm saying?
It was like, who are you hanging out with? Like, who are your friends? Like, oh, I don't like that kid. You can't be friends with him.
Everything, all that shit. And I feel like, and it was one of those things that I didn't realize till like later on in my life that like that shit robs you of experiences. Because sometimes you have to be a kid, you have to be a teenager, you have to go out, you have to like fuck up.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I think at the same time though, it like at least for me, like it kind of helped me like be a lot more picky about who I hang out with, because like the same kids that my mom told me not to hang out with and she didn't want me to hang out with, like ended up like in not great positions.
Oh, your parents be knowing shit.
Yeah.
Like I was talking to my dog about this the other day. I was like, yo, you don't want to listen to your parents because like because you know at some point people age and you know they get stuck in the past, but I mean your parents also be knowing shit. Like they know what's good for you and they want what's good for you. You know what I'm saying? So
no, 100%.
It's just this balance of listening and not listening to them.
Yeah, I feel that. So and then how do you get into music? Like at what point do you get into music? You're the sheltered kid. You're not really like allowed out. Like when do you find music, and like when do you decide like, oh, this is what I'm gonna do?
It's weird because I feel like music really found me. My mom would always play music around the crib, and like I would just hear shit and I would just be inspired when I would hear like great songs. So like I just started writing and I wanted to like create my own shit. I wanted to just like I wanted to use it as kind of like an escape because I couldn't really escape the crib, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, well shit, I can be in my own head. And that's how I always did things. I was always like I started writing cuz like I'm just in my own head a lot. Like and I have a big imagination. So.
Yeah. Were you always like a really good writer? Like I'm curious to know what you got on the FCAT writing test.
I actually don't even remember. I didn't, because even though I feel like I'm a skilled writer as far as like music goes, I just don't give a fuck about like academics in the sense of like I know I'm intelligent. I don't need somebody else to tell me I'm intelligent.
For sure. I feel that. All right, that was Fake Shit Anonymous. That's also one of my favorite songs. It's funny because like I've been listening to the album, like but not really paying attention to what song is coming on, but that's also one of my favorites. I love how you say like you want to talk about unity, but I never see you at a function. Like I don't know if you're talking about a girl specifically or something, but like I feel like that just like it's like a bigger thing because it's like people do want to talk about unity. Like I'm not gonna call anybody out, but I can think of people in my head right now that I always see tweeting about like South Florida needs to come together and shit. But like they're like you said, they're never at a
I don't never see you nowhere.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so like, so when I first wrote that song, it's so funny story, right? The reason I specifically use that word is you remember the very first interview we had? Like it was right after Vice City came out.
Yeah. It was at the thing, and you pulled up by yourself.
Yeah.
And shit's different now because you got a room full of people with you. I mean, you can't see it on the camera, and you can't like see it, but there's literally a room full of people here. I remember you were literally the first interview that night, and you like pulled up dumb early to the show because I was just doing them in the back, and it was just you.
Yeah. So when we were talking about Vice City, and like that's a way different album than There Is No Threat. We were talking about how like the music. The way I was building music back then, it definitely has meaning, but it's not for the function. So literally, like, when I was making this song, I just like I remember thinking about that, and I just remember thinking about South Florida in general, and thinking about like I'm not gonna say any names either, but like how many people I've talked to like on a personal basis, and they've been like, oh yeah, you know, we're gonna unite Florida and like this, that, and the third, and like you know unity, like we're gonna work and this, that, and the third, and like blah blah, but like. It's bullshit. Niggas are liars. They don't really mean what they say. Like a lot of people are just shit talk. They're just like, oh yeah.
They say stuff because it sounds good. I mean, you definitely like. I would just say like if you are out there saying that, just practice what you preach and make sure you like show up to the events and don't just show up. You know, like pay to get in. You know what I'm saying? Because that's another thing about Florida. Is everybody's always trying to finesse.
Facts. And the thing is like me. Everybody knows. Everybody who if you know you know. You know what I'm saying? I'm very to myself. Like I'm very vibing, but like still if it's my dog and they hit me up, I pull up to the function, I pay, I'm in the corner, I'm in the back, I'm supporting, you feel me? I'm not there to show out and like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying, blah blah, like big shit. It's just like you can show support. Like,
I mean, shout out to Florida though. I'm not here also like to shit talk Florida.
Of course, I'm not shit talking Florida, but there are things that need to be talked about.
Definitely.
Everybody in Florida loves to be like, oh, we need to be like Atlanta. We need to be like this. We need to be like that. Like, be the change you want to see. Like,
facts.
I actively am always like, you know what I'm saying? don't just talk about it. Like, do it. You know what I'm saying? Work with people. Like, really be out here. Let's all come together and let's make something bigger than ourselves.
100%. And I mean, I guess this is like not on topic, but kind of on topic. Like, when I was just in Florida the last time, you were like definitely like one of those reoccurring characters like in my life, just from being out and like seeing you and just getting drunk. And I feel like that's something fun, and like people should do that more. It's like don't just like hang out with people at the shows, like, you know, like like run into people, and when you see them, like, you know, hang out with them. You know what I'm saying? Like really hang out and just do stuff outside of the music stuff, because if you're like only doing stuff when it like involves music, it's almost it's kind of that fake shit.
Forced. Yeah, it's forced. Yeah, honestly.
It's kind of that fake shit. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, everybody's busy. Everybody has their own lives, but I don't know. I would love to just see like, I mean, in a perfect world, I'd love to see like a bunch of rappers from South Florida just go to JP's and get drunk.
Facts. It's not even rappers. I just mean when I talk about that shit, I mean in general.
Yeah.
I think it's not just rappers. It's rappers. It's people who want to.
It's videographers. It's photographers.
Everybody can do better to come together and be like, yo,
hang out.
We're gonna boost this whole shit up, and we're just gonna make it lit. And also, you meet great people. You feel me? I can definitely be like, yo, if I see you like out, I can be like, yo, what's up? You feel me? Like we can vibe, we can catch a drink. You know what I'm saying? It's not just, oh, yo, what's up? Like when you gonna interview me, like the fuck, on some weird shit.
Yeah.
Like,
oh man, how many times have I gotten that one? Yo, I kind of want to talk about the last song on the project, No Threat, featuring Denzel Curry. I mean, how did you and Denzel link up?
We actually linked up because of my manager, Shaq.
Shout out Shaq.
Yeah, he knows Denzel's manager, Mark, and like around the time that like Taboo came out, before that we had spoke on the phone once, and basically like when he came down to Florida to promote the project, like we just slid to his pop-up, and like I just started chopping it up with him, and you feel me, and like he heard my music, and like obviously I'm a fan of his, so yeah, just kind of like built from there. I didn't want to just like pull up and like have it just like I said, on some weird shit, like yo, what's up, bro, like, you know what I'm saying,
let's make a song.
Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, like I genuinely wanted to be like, yo, who are you? You know what I'm saying? I like wanted to get to know him as a person. You feel me?
I love that. I love that, and I love that you and Denzel made a song together, and I think it makes sense, and it makes sense to me that Denzel's a fan of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, not that you guys make similar musics in any like capacity, but just like, I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just makes sense. It makes sense, and I love how you got him to say, what did he say on there? He said something about like, and we don't take kindly to.
Yeah.
What did he say?
Let's reverse. I'm reminding you of what I don't take kindly to.
That's just like fucking amazing.
Yeah, full circle from threats to no threat.
Yeah. I love that. Let's play that real quick and then we'll come right back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucking love that song, and I remember Shaq sent me it like a couple days before the project release, and the first thing I sent back to him, I was like, yo, damn, he made Denzel like really rap. That shit was fire, bro. Shit was fire. Yo, so you got a show tomorrow, Peppermint Club?
Peppermint Club.
If you're in LA, pull up.
Pull the fuck up, because it's going to be ridiculous. It's going to be ridiculous. Denzel's coming. Sylvan's coming. We're performing No Threat, 25 to Life. You feel me? Like, doing all that stuff.
Damn, that's fire.
Yeah, it's gonna be a moment.
That's super sick. So yeah, if you're in the LA area, it starts at 8. Pull up early because there's probably gonna be a line. So make sure you get there real early.
Facts.
Yo, so what's the plan, man? What's the plan? I mean, you got this project out. You dropping videos. What's the play? What's the play, coach?
Yeah. So basically, we're gonna be putting out more content. Definitely gonna be a whole bunch of videos from the project. It's definitely going to be more shows. If you know anybody that you know what I'm saying, that's a booking agent, bring me to a city near you. You feel me? Book me. We're going to be out there.
Book Anonymous. Stop playing.
Yeah. Book Anonymous. Definitely going to be a whole bunch more music too. You know, a whole bunch more content. Just, you know.
Are you already planning like another project?
I don't want to talk about it yet.
Okay. No, that's fair. That's fair. Yo, I kind of want to ask you this though. Like in a generation where everybody's kind of just doing this like single drop, like what makes you decide to drop projects?
I'd rather build my catalog, and I feel like it's just stronger. It's just stronger to put out a project that people are like, oh yeah, you know, here's a whole bunch of music from me at once that you can sit with, digest, and it just makes sense. I don't want to just I don't feel like I'm a single artist. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just gonna put out. I feel like I have records that definitely have
single potential.
Yes. That's just not who I am.
Do you ever feel like with the music you're making, do you ever feel at a disadvantage in like the climate that it is? I mean, obviously, you know, like Lil Pump is the biggest rapper right now. So like, do you ever feel at a disadvantage because the music you're making?
No way. Because at the end of the day, and I'm not even talking about Lil Pump, but just like in general, I feel like when you make music that's honest to you and that's real, that you put like real time, effort, and like craft into, you know what I'm saying? It's just gonna be here longer. You know what I'm saying? So even though today's climate is different, I feel like the real will never fail at all. You know
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. It made me forget my next question. That's how beautiful that was. Shit, you got any shout outs? Any last words?
Man, everybody's asking me to drop some bars, man.
You want to acapella?
I want to drop some bars. Shit, I could run an acapella.
I just don't have any beats. Oh, I could log into my Dropbox. It might take a second.
I could run an acapella. It's all good. It's all good.
All right, hold on. Let's play a song real quick. Let's play Saturation, which you produced.
Yes.
Fully produced by yourself?
Yeah, fully produced. I produced 5 records on the project.
Which 5 records did you produce?
I produced Feel So Good Part 2, 818, Smoke, Fake Shit.
You produced Fake Shit?
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
And Saturation.
Let's play Saturation real quick because that's another one of my favorites, and then I'll see if I can log into my Dropbox and we'll get this shit cracking.
For sure. Saturation.
And we're back. So I couldn't find a beat, so I guess we're just gonna do the acapella.
We just running the acapella?
Yeah.
All
Ready?
right.
In 5, 4, 3, 2. I wish I had a soundboard.
Yo, I've been around and I be around. Ain't see it then, but I see it now. In my head, it's like Vietnam. Tell my demons they should keep it down. I ain't never gonna lose sleep if my new thing wanna sleep around. Boy, it's money to be made, money to be saved, money to be straight. 3 accounts, but damn. I mean, my shorty had an ass so fat that a nigga can't handle it. Hit it from the back and had to take a damn pan rapper. Had to treat the booty like a beat, I'm just playing with it. How a nigga bought into the system and the whole game came with it. Okay, bitch, I'm gon' slay, don't play with us. Make you understand why G stay dangerous. Live and die. I ain't really wanna warn niggas, but I warn niggas and you been advised. When it's war, nigga, then it's genocide. When the storm hits, you better get inside. No threat, I was born with it like a Mad Max. I destroy niggas to the finish line, nigga, what? Yeah.
Love it, bro. Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah.
Anything else? Any shout outs or anything? Did we do the shout outs? No, we didn't.
Yeah. Shout out to EU Jeezy the GOAT. He's gonna be on the motherfucking card tomorrow. Shout out to Sylvan the Q. He's gonna be on the card tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? We got a whole bunch of people. Airplane James, you know what I'm saying? We got a whole bunch of people, man. Come through 8 p.m. I need y'all to get there. I need y'all to get there early.
At the Peppermint Club.
At the Peppermint Club. It is going to be a motherfucking line. I promise you, you don't want to miss that shit. Also, shout out to Capri and Sub and DJ B. You did.
DJ B.
Shout out to Zell too for pushing up. Shout out to 1AM Radio and shout out to Mars.
Yo, shout out to you, brother. We're gonna play 818 because it's Shaq's favorite song.
Let's do it.
It's the Mars Files. Thank you guys for listening. Kyung.